Well, the temperatures are cooling off, but the sun is still shining, and that makes for perfect football weather in the city of Pittsburgh at Acrisure Stadium. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the slot man goes in motion left. Right to the air is Jackson. And his first look is incomplete. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the...
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Throwing to start the drive. Howard. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Breaks a tackle. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Chase. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. You look at the Steeler defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple of touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Jackson now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Steelers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goal. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw. Howard. Here's one deep for Pickens. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Howard. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And complete to Drake London. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Oh, that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
We changed it. No, we changed it. Hey. What?
Throwing is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now it's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. That is caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Robinson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jamar Chase from 3 yards out. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Back to throw. Howard. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Short throw, that's caught by Davis. Nifty move. Big strides, look at him go. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Gabriel Davis, 55 yards. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
This ball down the field for Pitts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. And the throw's going to be caught. George Pickens. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Bijan Robinson, 70 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it right down Broadway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Not the longest kick return, but it counts all the same. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Play action. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
He's got it. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third and goal, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kyle Pitts there to make the grab. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Howard, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Howard. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. He's past the 30. And he is finally going to be taken down. Boy, that could have been a really late swing here, but the attempt to return the field goal snuffed out. And that'll do it for this first half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Now they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2nd and 11. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive.
And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Baltimore touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Next to score, Steelers 35, Ravens 27.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Howard. Here's one deep for Pickens. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Up the middle, Johnson. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Adafe Owe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Howard under pressure, and they got to him again. A.J. Terrell, the one who shot in there to drop the QB.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
A 52-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3.
No.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Jackson now. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Howard.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Ravens are right back in this football game. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 Fs for a rookie quarterback.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Jackson. Looking deep here for Chase. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Drake London from 13 yards out. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And they'll get him down right about the 20. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his... Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Here we go. This is 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. London hauls this one in.
Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Drake London with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like the defense has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A gain of 39 yards. That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
He's back to throw, sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So now you're in range to tie things with a field goal, but they still have plenty of time to work for a game winner, and they're trying to do so. Nice job defensively to force incompletion there.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's caught by Johnson. And the Steelers are going to have foot as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here we go. 1st and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught on the right flank. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On a completed pass, got to get down quickly and call a timeout. Here's Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout.
We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. We're playing under the lights and some heavy rain here tonight. And here we go on Monday Night Football. And he's brought down quickly right inside his own 10.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Daniel's going to throw to get us started. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Throwing on the run, deep. They connect on the deep shot. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, it's Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Again, Daniels to the air. That's complete to Zach Ertz. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down. Now Daniels off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He sends this one to the end zone. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth. Who's going to respond next?
And they finally bring him down, but that is it down.
11.
It's a gain of 30. That's good. Cincinnati Bengals.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Burrow from the gun. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. He'll head out of bounds on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Throwing now, Daniels. He's on the move. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. Daniels
from the pistol. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a 1st. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
12, 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
1st down, Burrow to throw. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
11. Here we go.
Burrow setting to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pull out in front further, 13-zip. McPherson add the point after. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Bengals drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Let's get set.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. This complete to Cope. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. One after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals push their lead to 21-zip already. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This will end up as a touchback.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Running back sent in motion. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line. Offense up to the line fast. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Play fake here, Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. Now he throws deep across the field. Left. Oh no, they get him yet again. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Finds a seam down the middle. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals continue piling onto this lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He loses it on the hit. And the fumble recovery is made. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. If only every drive could start like this, right, partner? 1st and goal to begin this one. It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone. That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3. We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance. Running back, motioning right. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Take everything that makes the goal line stand exciting and amplify it by 1,000. They didn't just hold him out of the end zone. They stole the ball away with a dominant stop.
Finds him over the middle. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Here's Daniels. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
On the run right, throwing deep down, and they pick him off again. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Culp with a catch. He's out in the clear. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
That is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact
11
later.
MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals parlay the interception into points. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead, I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And shake off that previous INT. On the run right, throwing deep down. He's got it deep downfield. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Able to find Ertz. And this one doesn't go far. Offense in the hurry up here. Third and long for him here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, their coach wants to see them convert those.
They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a fourth down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll cobble together a yard there. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. Working quickly here.
11 MT tight. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas. Don.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On third down, here's Burrow. He finds his running back deep down the left side. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Raheem Mostert the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Bengals grow their lead yet again. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And this return is brought to a halt just across the 10.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll stick with the ground game here. The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Bengals get more points to end a lopsided first half. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals continue adding on to that lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. So that clock's going to run as he takes a knee. We'll see if the defense wants to burn a timeout and preserve some of it. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter.
Set to kick off.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start.